Nostalgia here. So we're gonna be learning what sum of solutions are and how to apply it in every context. But first, you kind of need to know what a sum of solution actually is, or starting from the base, what a solution is in general. Because in math, we use this term solution very often, but it applies to different things. Like for example, a solution would be an intersection. That's an example of a solution. A solution could also be the x-intercepts, and x-intercepts could also be referred to zeros, and zeros can also be referred to roots. So, for example, these are also called solutions. So, depending on the question you have, you need to understand this vocabulary in order to solve the question. For this instance, since we're talking about sum of solutions and we're given a factored out equation or function, we're talking about zeros or roots or solutions. In this case, it uses the term solutions. So just make sure you understand that vocabulary. And essentially, the sum of solutions is exactly what it sounds like. You find the solutions and you add them together. So in this example, negative 4 plus 4, the sum of solutions would be 0. Now let's actually look at the question. In the given equation, p is a positive constant. The sum of the solutions to the equation is 20 over 3. What is the value of p? So 3x plus p is a factor. When sum of solutions are referred to as the x-intercept, and you can tell because you're isolating for x. So in this case, you're doing negative p over 3 equals x. Right? So that is one of the solutions, but we don't know the value of p yet. But we don't need to because we're already given the sum of solutions, which is 20 over 3. And then, so this has one solution, and this is a quadratic which has two solutions. And we could do what we did before and just graph it. So negative 3 and 3. That adds up to 0. So we already know they cancel out. But for conceptual sake, I'll just add it here. And then we have 2x squared minus 16x plus 6p. Now, in this case, we can't graph it because we don't know the value of p. But there's an equation to find the sum of solutions of quadratics, which is negative b over a. Now, maybe you're wondering what is b and what is a. Negative b over a refers to the coefficients of the base standard equation of a quadratic. So ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This is a refers to the coefficient of x squared. X refers to the coefficient of b, and c is a constant that stands low. So in this case, our a is 2, our b is negative 16, and our c is 6 times p. And even though there's a p, our equation for sum of solutions, negative b over a, doesn't use c. So that's not something we have to concern about. So b is negative 16, and a is 2. So the sum of solutions is 8 for this quadratic. And then because we know that, we could add this to here, and we could set this equal to 20 over 3 because we're already adding all the solutions that we've derived. So the value of p is 4, and there's your answer.